Chilling surveillance video shows a woman collapsing in a store just feet away from where she and another man were shot.
The results are in. Mike Duggan and Coleman Young Jr. set to square off for Detroit's top job, though one of them appears to be at a significant disadvantage.
Marking another milestone, Good Samaritan Sean English takes his first steps since losing a leg while helping crash victims, and Local 4 is there.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
But we begin tonight with this exclusive video you'll only see on 4. It shows a woman collapsing inside a store just minutes after being shot.
She survived, but another man was killed at the scene. Jermont Terry live at the 6th Precinct on Detroit's west side where the investigation's underway. Jermont.
Devin, investigators are trying to figure out exactly what led to this shooting. We do know when it was all said and done, that man was dead on Schoolcraft, and neighbors tell me they heard up to 5 different shots. Again, when it was all over, we know we had at least one woman shot 3 times. This is video Detroit police are looking over. It shows paramedics carrying the 20-year-old woman out of a corner store. Just minutes before, someone shot her multiple times.
We're going to pray for the young lady as well who got shot.
DPD called to investigate the double shooting on Schoolcraft between Rutherford and Foyer. That's what someone opened fire, hitting and killing a man.
It just upset me to find out it transpired on my street.
Phyllis Sumter has lived in the area for 3 decades. The sight of police investigating the murder still disturbs her, even though the violence is all too common around her.
This is kind of like a normal thing. The kids, they didn't even run from it. They just continued to play basketball like it's a normal thing on a daily.
Now, we don't know if that man and woman were together, but we do know that woman, after getting shot, ran to this corner store and collapsed on the floor where the manager called 911 for help. In the exclusive video, you can see the manager on the phone as the woman bleeds on the floor, begging for help. The manager told me this woman was in the store just minutes before, alone. She's a regular customer. It caught him off guard to see her wounded from at least 3 gunshots to the arm, stomach, and chest. And while this video shows the reality of what's happening on these streets, neighbors are left with so many questions.
I just want to know what happened and why did this take place?
All questions detectives here at the 6th Precinct are working hard to figure out. I do know that woman, when she was taken from that corner store, went right into surgery at Grace Hospital. Now, hopefully, she can shed some light on exactly what happened and potentially who shot them. Reporting live outside the 6th Precinct tonight, Jermont Terry, Local 4.
Okay, Jermont. This decision 2017, the primary election results still coming in, but it appears Mike Duggan and Coleman Young II will face off for Detroit's top job in November.
We've got 90% of the precincts reporting at this hour. You can see Mayor Duggan has the overwhelming lead, 70% of the vote in a pretty crowded field. We caught up with both candidates tonight who say the election is going to be about the neighborhoods.
We are going to keep pushing so that recovery gets to every neighborhood. We're not going to stop until we accomplish that. That's what we're going to try and do for the next 4 years.
Yeah. It's about the neighborhoods. This is about people actually trying to invest back in the neighborhoods. They've been completely forgotten by this mayor.
So tonight, a potential upset for longtime Detroit Councilman George Cushingberry. With 89% of the votes in, he's trailing behind Ray McAllister Jr. and former state senator Virgil Smith, who lost his Senate seat last year after shooting up his ex-wife's car.
And Detroit City Clerk Janice Winfrey, running for her 4th term, appears to be on her way to the November ballot. I think many thought it would be against Hester Wheeler, but it looks like she's going to face off against Garland Gilchrist. The top 2 vote getters advance to the general election in November. That's where it stands again, 90% of the vote in right now.
And we'll keep updating election results across Metro Detroit online at clickondetroit.com at the bottom of your screen and first thing in the morning on Local 4 News Today.
Tension is escalating quickly between the United States and North Korea. Since our news at 6, North Korea said it's, and this is their quote, carefully reviewing a plan to strike the U.S. territory of Guam. Now, that announcement came just hours after President Trump said that any threat from North Korea against the United States would be met with military might.
North Korea best not make any more threats to the United States. They will be met with fire and fury like the world has never seen.
course, Guam in the Western Pacific, much closer to Asia than it is to the U.S. It's home to Andersen Air Force Base and more than 6,000 U.S. troops. So far, President Trump has not responded to this latest threat from North Korea.
130 Livonia homeowners are suing Ford Motor Company tomorrow morning, worried that chemicals used at the plant decades ago are leaking underground and under their homes. Mara McDonald is live in Livonia tonight. Mara, the MDEQ is already involved in this.
It sure is, Kimberly. The problem is the neighbors here aren't exactly thrilled with their performance so far. But let me show you something. Take a look over there. Do you see those orange lights? That is the Ford Livonia plant. Now, take a look over here. You see the brick wall. Well, right beyond that brick wall is the neighborhood in question.
From the initial notification, we recognized that this was a much bigger problem than Ford was portraying.
The testing wells are sprinkled around this Livonia sub in a process that's been going on the last 2 years.
There is a huge quantity of toxic chemical at Ford that's heading our way.
It was Ford that notified the neighbors here 2 years ago it would be testing to see if any vinyl chloride had seeped from its Livonia plant into the surrounding area. It has, but it's more than 7 feet underground and poses no risk to the drinking water here, which homeowners agree with. It's the groundwater they're fearful of.
They're still saying there's no health risks here and, everything's okay, and it's not okay.
Most people who had vegetable gardens have pulled them out. They also say the water table is very high here, and they're worried about vapor from the chemicals pooling in their homes. And they're really unimpressed with the MDEQ's response so far.
Well, they've only handled it when they had to, it sounds like.
The MDEQ sued Ford but settled for $45,000 and the promise the chemicals would be cleaned up.
I say if you look at the health records of all the longtime neighbors, you cannot deny that there's a serious problem here.
Back here live, those homeowners file that lawsuit tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, Ford is saying what it has said consistently. It will continue working with the MDEQ as well as the city of Livonia, and the testing so far shows that there are no health risks here. We're live in Livonia tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara. He's been a fugitive for 9 months, but a man wanted for the attempted murder of 2 children in Detroit is in custody tonight. Julius Coleman was caught by U.S. Marshals last night in California. Police say in November he broke into a house and held a family hostage. When Detroit police got there, he fired a shot from the house. A fire was then set to the house, nearly killing the 2 children inside. No word on when Coleman will be extradited back to Michigan.
New right now, 2 arrests have been made in the double shooting that took the life of a 14-year-old girl. Jamisha McWilliams was shot and killed last week inside her home on Detroit's east side. Her 18-year-old brother was also shot, though he has since been released from the hospital.
A former Harper Woods officer will be arraigned tomorrow on a 4-count felony warrant. Tonight we have no word on what those charges are, but the arraignment will be at Harper Woods District Court, and Local 4 will be there. Pack your bags and your patience if you're heading to Metro Airport.
Orange barrels are already out starting midnight tonight. The construction begins. This is a project that calls for lane closures and traffic shifts on Rogel Drive. That's the stretch of road where you get off I-94 and head to the North Terminal. If you are heading to the McNamara Terminal or the Delta Terminal, best advice is to avoid entering the airport from I-94. Stick with I-275 and come in from Eureka Road. If you're trying to get to the rental car lots, you'll want to use Middle Belt to get there. The airport says the completed project will end up helping traffic flow. Tough in the meantime. You can learn more about the project and the detours at clickondetroit.com.
Hopefully they have it marked well, because you get a feel for the people coming
who don't know.
Exactly, out of town. All right, Disney just delivered a big blow to parents who might have been trying to save a little bit of money. The popular streaming service it is pulling out of, and where you'll be able to watch some of your favorites.
Also, he went from jogger to criminal in an instant. What this runner did to a stranger that has police trying to hunt him down. Hey there, Ben.
Devin, we think we have taken care of the 40s for tomorrow morning. Still going to be cool. We'll be at 60 in the metro zone, but temperatures spiking quick with all that sunshine. We'll take a look at when the rain finally returns. Coming up.
You can stand on it. I know you're not. It's going to hold you.
I know, it just feels
too much pressure. See the 2 shoes together, matching shoes. It's huge.
Honestly, today was amazing.
It's the day Sean English has been waiting for.
It's not that fun walking in like an old man's walker, so I really would like to get up on my feet, literally.
His first steps onto the next part of his incredible journey.
He has been so strong since day one, so strong.
Back in April, Sean and his parents watched a car full of teens flip on I-96.
And as they rushed to help, Sean was hit and lost part of his leg. Well, now 17 years old and almost 4 months to the day from the crash, Sean is marking another milestone.
Today I should be receiving my prosthetic. Last time I got to use a prosthetic, but today this should be my own that I'm going to get to use. I'm completely excited, not as much nervous. I'm getting my prosthetic today.
You are?
Yeah. So this is all kind of just a new experience for me. It's kind of, I don't know exactly yet. I'll get used to the feeling and what feels good and what feels bad later on. I'm just strengthening my ankle right now because I do have what's called foot drop, but it's basically just waiting for the prosthetist to get here for my prosthetic.
He's been attacking this like an athlete from day one, and this is no different. Today's no different.
Is this? This is his. This is his foot. This is his foot. This is yours, buddy.
Dad, and that's going to be his foot. I wanted to touch and feel it. He's going to be able to walk, and he's going to be able to feel like he's back to whatever his new normal is. And he's going to be able to see the two shoes together, matching shoes.
We just got to be careful with it.
Yeah.
And not overdo it. There you go. Shake it like crazy. Perfect.
You can stand on it.
I
know you're not, but you can. It's there for you to stand on.
Nothing wrong with the foot.
Up and over, Sean. There you go.
I really took this to heart after my accident, and I tried not to be as down as possible because one, I was happy to be alive, and two, there's a lot of other people that are in worse conditions. I do want to at least use a walker though, like try it.
Okay, try this.
He's fought through a lot in the last 4 months. It is a first step. So Dad and Coach, I'm very proud today.
Now back, kick, there.
I feel pretty good. I wasn't sure how it would fit like it was last time, but compared to last time, it felt good.
You're pushing it.
We gotta go.
You're lucky I like you.
Since the beginning, his outlook has been so positive. And to see him walk today, it was an amazing feeling.
It was incredible just to see him walking, and I'm so very proud of him. He has worked so hard, and he's come so far. So I'm very proud of him.
Taking the first step, it's different today. I remembered the accident. I remember the scene at the accident. I remember the pain and the screaming. And today kind of pushes that even further away. Great day. Great day.
Yeah, it's weird to say, but I can't wait to be back to school. But senior year, I missed out on junior year a little bit, which was a little bit of a bummer. I know it was one of the hardest years, so a lot of people don't appreciate it that much, but senior year is going to be great.
I'm excited for him to experience his senior year. Senior year is awesome, and just to have him out of the house and doing the things, back to doing the things that he loves, being with his friends, like giving him that option and that freedom to go and do those things, I want him to have that.
Looking forward to the big things, like the football games, homecoming, prom.
He's going to be able to function independently. There's no stopping him.
Just remarkable. And take a look at this video of Sean walking on his prosthetic leg today without a walker.
Yep.
Just the progress that he's made since we shot this story it's just unbelievable.
No parallel bars there either. Yeah, his attitude through this whole thing has been just so exemplary. I loved it when the guy said, "Don't overdo it." My money's on overdoing it.
Absolutely.
He only has one speed, it seems.
Right,
yeah.
That's right. It's great.
It's become undeniable also, by the way, the special bond you see it that he has with his sister. Yeah. So tomorrow morning, I hope you'll watch as she shares the story. She hasn't told many people about the first moment she saw Sean in the hospital after the accident. Another Local 4 exclusive starting tomorrow at 6 a.m.
All right, now here's a look at what Karen Drew is working on for tomorrow night.
It can happen in an instant. Crashes where cars slam into buildings, hurting innocent bystanders inside stores and restaurants you visit. I'm Karen Drew. See the new tests engineers are doing that could change how storefronts protect shoppers. Tomorrow at 11.
Here comes Ben. Last night at this time, we were heading into a really chilly night by August standards.
Indeed, and this morning too when we woke up I was afraid, and then I went into a store and there was Halloween decorations of all things, and I thought, now this is just not happening.
I want names and numbers.
So I was glad to see that it warmed up and that August is back.
That's true. We are not in any hurry to get to fall. Football season will be here
Halloween,
soon.
all of that.
Pumpkin spice everything.
That's right, yeah, just around the corner. But man, it did feel like it this morning. Here's what we woke up to. 40s in spots, especially out in Ann Arbor. Of course, the airport always seems to crater when we have clear skies, and it did yesterday. 44 is what they recorded out there. 49 in Lapeer and Flint. You can see all these blue shaded areas were places that probably picked up some mid and upper 40s. Otherwise, we were in the mid 50s in our metro zone, so we should tack on at least about 3 or 4 degrees to those lows as we get into tonight. Still at 71 at Metro with that ring of 60s around it. So most locations are going down into the 50s, but we should hang on to 60 at least around the city in their metro zone. Beautiful shot of the sunset from Marlette, sent to us by Ryan on Storm Pins. And by the way, if you get a chance to go see the moon outside, it is huge. Looks beautiful out there too. Here's a look, satellite radar. Not a lot to see here in our part of the state. There are some showers rolling through the UP. Those are going to stay away from us. In fact, it's probably going to be Friday morning before we see a chance of showers or thunderstorms in here. So we've got another night with clear skies. Of course, that's going to lead to those cooler temperatures. But getting into tomorrow, starting with sunshine, we'll add in a few of those cumulus clouds that we saw today, and maybe a few more than what we picked up this afternoon. Models trying to put a couple sprinkles around that I just don't think are going to happen. Air is very dry out there. Even though the humidity has crept up a little bit from what we saw this afternoon, it is still low by August standards. And as we get into Thursday, still staying dry. Again, looking for that Friday morning chance of showers and storms. You can see it by 11 o'clock. We may have some activity west of us on Thursday night. Otherwise, temperatures down to 60 tonight, clear, but again, not quite as cool. Very light winds out of the southwest at 2 to 7. And even with some increase in humidity, it is still not to muggy levels. So nothing to be concerned about. High temperatures tomorrow, very similar to what we saw today. Low 80s, maybe mid 80s in some parts of our metro zone. Should be just a tad cooler, just a skosh down here in our south zone, right around 80 degrees for most of the zone. And in our west zone tomorrow, looking at low 80s generally here from 81 in Ann Arbor to 80 around Milford. And our north zone tomorrow, 70s from most locations. But the rain is going to be hard to come by. If we don't get it Friday, there's another chance on Sunday. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of us that don't get any here for the next 7 days. But we're all getting nice temperatures for this time of year.
Yeah,
can't complain about
perfect.
that.
Okay, Ben. Well, you might be ready to put your children's bathing suits away for the season, but before you do that, there's a recall you need to know about.
The major retailer pulling them off store shelves. We'll tell you why in just a second.
But first, a jogger turned criminal. What he was caught doing that could have killed a woman. Next.
First, let's update you quickly on today's primary election day decision 2017. The upset appears to be all but complete. 97% of the precincts now reporting incumbent Detroit Councilman George Cushingberry trailing by a few hundred votes. That may be unsurmountable at this point. Ray McAllister and former State Senator Virgil Smith appear to be headed to the November general election. Results updating right now on clickondetroit.com.
Well, this is video from London where police are searching for a jogger who pushed a woman into the path of an oncoming bus. It happened in southwest London back in May. If you look closely here, you'll see the jogger push the woman. Thankfully, the driver avoids hitting her. She only had minor injuries. No word tonight on a possible motive.
Help Me Hank recall alert. Meijer is pulling baby bathing suits that could be a choking hazard. These are one-piece zip-back suits made by Wave Zone. There have been 11 reports now of the snaps detaching. These are $14 swimsuits sold between January 1st and July 17th, so about half of this year. The sizes range from size 0 up to 24 months. They can be returned to Meijer for a full refund.
Disney announced today it is ending its partnership with Netflix in the year 2019. This means Disney movies and shows will no longer be available on the popular service. Instead, Disney says it is going to create its own streaming service, which of course will come with a cost. Following the news, Netflix shares fell 5% and Disney's fell 2%.